Here's a question for you. Does Mamet hate women?
Oh, it sure doesn't seem like he likes them all that much.
He doesn't like women. He doesn't like liberal Jews. He doesn't like liberals. He doesn't like really anybody. I think he only likes himself. He's an artist. I only think that David Mamet likes himself. That's it. Mm-hmm.
But here's the
thing. And AIPAC.
I mean, every writer, and most great writers, I mean, we're talking about Woody Allen, and Woody Allen writes women beautifully, but he has certain themes that he's obsessed with, and he carries on about in each of his movies over a course of 40 years. So every writer has his kind of stamp, and David Mamet is particularly obsessed with the neurotic male, the male, the aggressive male. That's his thing, and whatever women are portrayed in those works are portrayed through the filter of that theme.
Right. Okay. Oh God, this is tough.
I mean, when you look at something like House of Games, it looks pretty clear to me that.
Well, I think House of Games is the best thing that he's ever written and directed. Personally, I think that's the best. I think House of Games is the perfect Mamet thing. But wouldn't you say though, in that term, I mean, she's duped. I mean, she's duped the whole time. I mean, really.
That's true.
I don't know if that shows misogyny. I mean, does The Untouchables show any in the scripts that he's written? Like, does that show any misogyny? Misogyny is not something that with David Mamet that comes to mind.
Well, I just don't think that he pays a lot of attention to females at all. So
the main thing was Oleana. Oleana is the one title in his biography that would point out to misogyny.
I mean, it's just not even something that comes across really. I mean,
I don't think he's really concerned with women though, and that's in a way you could say that he's misogynistic in that he erases them from most of his movies that he does.
That being said,
Helen
Mirren could win for actress in a drama movie tonight for Phil Spector. That was a character. That was a lead character in that film.
Yeah, but
she was the best thing about it.
But can I say something though about David Mamet though? You guys are overlooking like a really big thing about David Mamet. In a lot of writers of his generation, David Mamet's really wrapped up in himself. Let's not forget that. I mean, David Mamet's really wrapped up in himself. I actually think, I'm not defending or not defending, I don't even think misogyny really comes across in his thing that he even cares about that. The same thing with Brian De Palma. Brian De Palma's wrapped up in himself. There's not, I think the misogyny, I'm not getting them off the hook. I'm just saying people are looking at this the wrong way. These are guys who are just wrapped up in themselves, especially Mamet. I mean,
well, a lot of artists are, but
yeah, but I mean, I think this whole misogyny
De Palma, I can understand those cries that because he has a woman in there because they look pretty, and he likes to see them in danger, and that's the tenet of the thriller genre that he works.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't. Yeah, you can say that about Oleana, but I don't really see Mamet. I don't even think Mamet really even thinks about that. I really don't even think he thinks about that.
It's possible, but he does side with the William H. Macy character in Oleana. But then again, Cate Blanchett starring in his next movie. I don't know. I don't. Maybe he's aware of that perception of himself. So maybe he's trying to do something with Phil Spector in the Cate Blanchett movie that veers away from that. I don't know. People say that Aaron Sorkin is a misogynist because every time he portrays a woman, they're subservient to a man. And I don't see that either. I mean, if you watch The West Wing...
No, I don't see that at all.
If you watch The West Wing, Stockard Channing clearly wears the pants in that relationship with the president, Aaron Sorkin likes 40s screwball romantic comedy. He infuses that in everything he does. So you could say, well, every woman has to be a love interest and all that kind of stuff. Well, they're in a relationship with a man, so that also conversely means that every man has to be in a relationship too. Does that mean that he hates men? So that argument doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.